right here on twitch.tv/tourneylocator. And certainly the upcoming months got events like Low Tide City coming up at the beginning of October. I can't wait to get myself to a water park. No Splatoon to commentate for me, but I'm more than okay with yelling at some Smash if y'all have me. I'm cool with it. And just gaming with the homies.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here in Texas, too. And hearing your commentary, man, I loved it. Watching it, just hearing you for every match you commentate, I'm like, man, I wish I was as good as this guy is. It's just a pleasure having you here, and
you know what? I've been told I have the voice for radio, and been told by more. I've been told by more people that I have the face for it. Yeah. So we're going to keep on going in here. Winners quarterfinals. It's dezly. You didn't have to agree with that, by the way. Dezly versus Skitz, the Wario Min matchup, and yeah, obviously Skitz gonna want to get in. Min, surprisingly enough, might be doing good rushing down in this matchup. No, I'm just kidding. They're gonna keep him out.
He's gonna keep him out, and that's one thing is this Wario. Usually Warriors want to build up to that waft, but he's not going to, and he's gonna get that dragon arm. But Wario's still living.
Oh no!
Oh, he's dead now.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't say anything in that situation. we'll teach you, kid.
I'll learn my lesson soon. Dezly is just.
You're doing great, sweetie. The thing is like, who can account for a character like Min? You're just going to have to expect that they're going to stand on the middle of the stage. Shout outs to Slam Jamicus, long punch, and just straight up. There's nothing you can do in that situation if you're Wario. You just have to get hit. You're not even getting two-framed. You're just getting punched by like a mechanical dragon arm from a noodle lady.
And you could see Dezly, like, that's one thing about Min is stocks are going either way. You know, if you're the opponent and you're in disadvantage, you're going. But if the Min is in disadvantage, like right here, you gotta be worried about your stocks. She doesn't have that good of a disadvantage. Her airspeed's very slow. So we're have to see how Skitz may capitalize, but it's back to neutral here, and this is not looking good for Skitz so far.
Yeah, was looking for that back air, just has not been able to establish the aerial game, which is so crucial to the moveset of Wario. I mean, the people that we see succeed on Wario, certainly the individuals like Tweak comes to mind, certainly in the earlier days of the game, Plutoni. And I mean, when I think of Haven back in Jersey as Skitz, going to show their skills and getting that stock #1 dash attack going to be the coup de grace for that one.
Yeah, the El Clasico right there.
Oh, you gotta love it, but yeah, has Waft on deck as well. So the good news is that you're not trying to take 3 stocks. You're really just trying to get 2.5.
Yeah, for Wario, yeah, you're always playing with that threat of that Waft, and it's threatening, but right now, I'm more scared.
But I think they blew it.
I think that wasn't the best DI, and I was more worried about that big old megawatt, but it seems like it's not a problem. Doesn't get to take the stock with up smash anyways.
That Waft is still online. They're going to have to be very judicious with it. Otherwise, this could well be a lost cause, especially if they're really not able to establish those aerials. You're really not at the percentage where Nair combos into itself or whatever. You have to really think about where Min is going to try to DI out of, and whether or not you have the airspeed to chase them down without getting punished severely. Dezly is going to show, hey, even if I'm chasing towards the ledge, you got to stay back. I got the arms to kind of stretch over and take you out.
And that was very scary right there. Skitz, you could almost see getting Dragon Breath in the face and losing game 1, but he's still in it. And the thing is, if Skitz can get this stock, he can very likely win this game still. And that's what he's going to be looking for. The fastest chance to get this stock is not going to get it, though. What is the edge guard? Oh, went for the down air, but mistimed it. That's so unfortunate.
Maybe having the right idea, but it's a matter of frames sometimes, and those frames count for a whole lot in Ultimate. And Dezly trying to dash attack themselves, going to get the back throw, and that wasn't going to kill. The red light lies yet again, as it often does in this game. But it's going to be the megawatt straight to the jugular. We're just going to call it jugular because, I don't know, Wario's a little short, stocky.
He knew, man. He was on last stock, and he knew that man was going to air dodge right to the left, and oh, that's gonna sting for him.
Yeah, and I mean, that matchup just looks absolutely, I mean, the Min matchup looks miserable in general. But the thing is, when you're talking about something like Skit, there has to be an area of opportunity for them. We're going right back to Pokemon Stadium, so they saw something. And, I mean, what is it at this point? Okay, getting the last hit of Nair, that's nice, but it's only good for 5%. You got to get something resembling momentum going, and the only thing getting the only person really connecting with combos right now is dezly.
And you can see him starting off strong game 2 as well. And they're running it back to PS2. I like to say in DFW you don't have a stage list, but you're going back to PS2 usually. And now we're back in neutral here, and Skitz starting to rile up some percent here. And now they're going back into neutral. You can see Skitz, good spot dodge from him. And now dezly has him off on the stage, almost getting that Dragon's Breath, not going to get it.
Gets the back throw. Anything to establish advantage. 64% is dezly's count. Make that 70 after that trade. And Skitz, I mean, it's a valiant effort if nothing else. But if you're really just going to open your mouth, dezly's going to make you eat something or other, and it ain't going to be ramen. So what we're seeing right now from dezly, yeah, just a willingness to let Skit come in. And if nothing else, like, hey, if you want to try to close in, I can afford to lull you into a sense of, hey, you know, you're cool to just kind of press buttons in my face. dezly's been showing, if nothing else, a willingness to let Skit do that.
But who got up in whose face there? Skitz kind of just goes and gives him the boot there to take off that first stock from dezly in game 2.
Well, that's the thing. You do run the risk of being overwhelmed at times, and dezly is going to suffer the first stock loss. But last I checked, there were 3 stocks in these games.
That's very true. And now dezly is going to be trying to look for the stock, but Skitz is adding on a lot of percent here. As I say that, that good old megawatt, that reliable, is that Nair is going to take that stock. And let's see if Skitz gets this back throw again. What will be the ledge trap here?
I don't know if you could have said good old megawatt in more wry fashion than you did, but nevertheless, sorry to call you out like that.
Oh, it's all right.
95% Skitz is sitting there at 12%. Yeah, you can't stay on the platform for too long. Those arms, they extend pretty far out, as is kind of the MO of Min. Gonna get Nair to dezly. I'm seeing a few too many guesses from dezly, if I'm being completely honest, and Skitz has been taking advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure, and you can see with the percentage that it's just the difference right now that Skitz is definitely getting a little bit more an advantage here. And great spot dodge by him, kind of starting to read out those grabs from dezly a little bit too obvious. I'm gonna get the Nair. He's looking for another one, he's not gonna get it though, and now dezly on the ledge here.
Trying to throw the bicycle in their face. dezly not going to ride off quite that easily. Sitting at 144. You need to get back to the stage if you want a chance in this one. Skit still building up loft, and it seems like it's fully online. However, dezly holding court in the middle of the stage. It's going to be the up smash that takes it, and Skit at 97% in a very good position to take this. All they got to do, though, is be very judicious about how they play the early part of this last stock of dezly's.
Yeah, dezly has to be really looking out for those waft confirms, man. And I mean, we all know Wario got nerfed, but it's maybe not as bad as we thought, as these Warios can still connect them, and this is where it gets scary. Those Nairs can lead straight to your death.
dezly has been very good defensively, however, and even though Skitz has been taking advantage of some of the mistakes that dezly has made when they have been able to, I mean, Skitz has not really gotten off really much of anything in terms of aerial combinations. Up air has not really been fully established much at all in this one, and Nair not really comboing into itself much outside of those 2 hits that we saw. And it is going to be the WAP that takes game number 2. Skitz with a convincing victory in this one. And we are going to game 3, and you know what? Wario voicing their contentment with the situation, and certainly you would have to think Skitz would show maybe just a little bit more happiness with how well that went.
Yeah, exactly, but he's focused, he's zoned in right now, and it was very good at the end of him to just wait for those arms and then just get that slide in that up air to get in that waft. And now we're going into game 3. I kind of wonder what the counter pick is going to be here.
So, I mean, well, before we get into that, let's just go ahead and analyze those games 1 and 2. In your opinion, what was the biggest difference from those first 2 games that allowed Skitz to get those victory and against a character that really can control and slow down the pace of play?
It seems like Skitz wasn't getting hit as much in disadvantage, not nearly as much. dezly wasn't getting too many hits off with the arms. And it seems like Skitz was more so baiting those out. So I think Skitz was just playing more around Min and kind of he did a very good adaptation here in game 2, but we got to see if he can pull it off in game 3 because it's dezly's turn to try and figure things out.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do so on small battlefield, which is the pick, and you can cover quite a bit of that field. You don't even have to go to ledge in order to edge guard. What a luxury. But dezly, again, going to try to hold court in the middle of that stage, and I can only imagine that they really want to live there. And you know what? If you want to go out to the ledge and get that back air to kill with Dragon, that is all the power to you.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw him just looking for that. And Skitz, you have to do something when you get back thrown like that. And now we're going back into neutral here.
He died.
Yeah,
Like, straight up. What else was there to do? Even if you air dodge, there's no guarantee that you aren't just going to eat it at ledge.
It's better than just eating it in the air, though, is it not? I mean, like, he had to have some different option there to try and get out of it, but it's not gonna happen.
There's a big difference, about 1.5 seconds, I suppose. But yeah, you know, you gotta at least try it, and you know that dezly's going to go for it, and certainly. They learned that lesson the hard way as Skitz at 141. It's a full stock lead for dezly. As they get this back air to win advantage yet again, Skitz needs to be careful at ledge. Does well to get back to it very quickly, not giving dezly any opportunity to really wind it up, but it's going to be the back air that winds up taking it cleanly, and now Skitz on their winner's side stock here on top 16. We might be getting noodly over here in top 8 if dezly has anything to say about it. Looking to administer the coup de grace very early, or at least win another advantage state. Finally, first stock gets taken, courtesy of dash attack.
Yeah, Skitz showing some life there, but I mean, dezly is just kind of running away with this, and Skitz has to really find anything here to get something started, and the sledge trap may be it, but dezly already kind of, you can see him, man, he's just finding his way back onto stage every time.
Hang on, these aerial strings starting to come through. Better late than never. However, Skitz still working out of a full stock disadvantage, trying to get some shenaniganry off of the bike. Waft is online. Skitz mistiming yet again. dezly able to get back to the stage, and you know dezly is going to feel comfortable in the middle of small battlefield.
And you can see just the lead he's accumulated, and now Skitz has him off stage. This could be very good for him as he gets that good old chomp. And he's looking for, not going to go off stage, but you can see him kind of baiting that he might go off stage every time. But it doesn't seem to be affecting dezly too much at all. Gonna get the dash attack. And back off on that side of the stage, and dezly does not mind being in this corner right here, throwing out his arms consistently.
Oh, back hit. Skitz sitting at 91%, still a dangerous situation, especially when dezly wins advantage. They're gonna go below the stage, and that is how they're going to confirm the kill. dezly will move on into top 8, and yeah, as soon as we saw that back throw, I think we kind of were readying ourselves to get on the camera, weren't we?
Yeah. I mean, I saw that, and I saw the up B, and I was like, he's got to choose something here. He's got to either get on that bike, maybe air dodge, do anything to get off that side of the stage, but that's what Min Min does, you know? Just takes you right out before you can do anything. And we obviously saw that dezly, maybe not looking too good game 2, just kind of took control of that game 3 and looked like a different player, looked like a beast actually kind of going into that one. So it was really good on him.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just kind of sat back and let the game come to them. However, they did kind of notice if they were just going to sit back and absorb pressure, Skitz certainly had the technical aptitude in order to take it into them and poke holes in the defense. There was a measure of aggression to be taken there by that Min Min, and that's where they saw the area of opportunity in game number 3, and there you go. That's Min Min into top 8. So yeah, just the faint smell of noodles, kind of
just peering up in that.
Atmosphere. So, all right, we are going to go into break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more winners bracket action here at Ultimate Shockwave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Shockwave, Ultimate Shockwave, and we're back with top